YouTube. Y'all know who it is. Your boy Playboy Play, man. Y'all, shout out to ladies and gentlemen, ladies. I appreciate y'all for watching, clicking on this video. I just want to let y'all know, PSA, I will be investing in a mic. But for right now, y'all, we getting it out the mud. So I just need y'all to give me a little time. Bear with me. I told y'all that before. I ain't trying to keep telling y'all that every day. I just need y'all to know. He gonna get better. But for right now, we getting it out the mud. But, we finna get right into this video right here. It says, what blank is like with a trans woman, what sex is like with a trans woman. So we finna get right to that video. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Fellas, you might learn something. Ladies, you might learn something. Let's get right into the video. And make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Follow me on Instagram, Playboy2_. And yeah, right to it.
50 years, Roe v. Wade was the law of the land, ensuring a woman could make her own healthcare decisions.
And what I did is I put 3 great...
My goddamn stomach hurt, y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back.
Let's make sure this shit recording. Y'all know I'm a little nervous. A certain shit be happening. I've been recorded a couple times and shit won't record. Well, I thought it was recording, but it wasn't. So make sure y'all niggas can hear me. Make sure y'all beautiful ladies and gentlemen can hear me. Let's learn something.
Back to the channel. I know it has been, to be honest with you, I don't even know how long it's been, but it has been a while since we have all caught up, and a lot's been going on. Today we're going to be talking about what having sex with a transgender person is like. And I have talked about this in the past, but one thing that I forgot to mention is that just like having sex with anybody, having sex with each trans person is going to be different. Whether they're a trans man or a trans woman, it's going to change. And one thing that I think I neglected to mention is I am a I am a pre-operative trans woman, and what this means is that I have a dick, and because I have a dick, my
Go ahead and get right to it. Okay.
experiences are different to trans women who have had surgery. But one thing that I want to make very clear to everybody, because a lot of people are going to comment this and say it's just like having sex with a gay man. No. Hormones do a lot to your body, and that's what we're going to talk about today, so let's get straight into it.
Edit fire, I ain't gonna lie.
I think that the reason I initially made this video was for lols, just being funny, because a lot of people they ask what sex is like for me as a trans person when they're getting to know me, obviously in a romantic setting. And for me, it's kind of a weird discussion because I'm not a very sexual person, but one thing that I can comment on is the effects that hormone replacement therapy have had on my libido, my bodily functions, my body in general. And I think that that's something super important to understand. Before we go any further, please keep in mind that this is my experience and I'm sharing it with you because I just think that it's cool, it's interesting. No one really explained the situation to me before I transitioned, so I just want to get this out in the open. So let's start off with hormone replacement therapy. So hormone replacement therapy for me includes an anti-androgen, which stops testosterone or reduces testosterone production. I take estrogen and I also take progesterone, but it's medroxyprogesterone. There is a naturally occurring progesterone, and then there is a man-made progesterone, which is the medroxy. It's not that great, but I'm on 3 medications for hormone replacement therapy. What I have personally noticed since having begun hormone replacement therapy is that my sex drive, it wasn't really that crazy to begin with, but my sex
Tell me that bitch that went up.
drive has definitely decreased. It does impact erectile function. Prior to HRT, I wasn't someone who had a lot of erections sporadically. It happened sometimes, but since being on hormones, absolutely not. It is not the case. It does not happen. And I found that in order to get an erection, I have to be very, very interested in what's going on. I have also noticed that this is something that kind of confuses people. Some people say it does happen, some people say it doesn't, but like shrinkage, I don't know if it's really shrinkage, but what essentially happens and what I've noticed is that when you're on HRT, it could be the fact that it doesn't get as erect, or like it doesn't get as much blood to the area, resulting in it not being as large. But I have noticed when I've come off of my pills for a while that it will get harder, I suppose. So I guess that HRT also impacts blood flow to your genitals, and that is something that I guess.
And if y'all don't know, ladies and gentlemen, that blood flow is what, for us men, we need. That blood flow is crucial. So you are out here, brick with your hoe.
Is worth considering, because I think that the biggest thing is if your partner's not fully hard and they're trans, you may think that it's because of you, but it's not necessarily the case. It's just like hormones do, they do things to you. As for semen production and sperm count, my experience is there is nothing left at all. So for me personally, and I know for a fact that this is not the case for everyone, because I have been with a trans person who does not experience the same situation, but when I climax, there is...
Yeah, it'd be like different strokes for different folks. Like I done met some trans women, and they be like, they could shoot lows like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it just, everybody body different.
Absolutely no discharge. It's just not something that I experience. I think in the beginning it used to be kind of weird, because it was kind of like, I guess it was the goal. Like the goal was to come. So if you're climaxing and not having anything coming out, are you really coming? And that was kind of the big thing for me. But then I realized, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's less mess to clean up, and even though it may be hot or whatever, it's just easier. This is something that comes up a lot when people ask about like having sex with a trans person with a penis and porn, because the fact of the matter is, something that I think people need to take into account is women in trans porn, especially when it is
FREAKALEAK.
higher budget, they are given pills that can help them to produce larger amounts of semen and discharge. They stop their medications for like an extended period of time in order to help them maintain erections. They take pills to help them with erections. They use dick pumps. What you're seeing in porn is not an accurate depiction. I think that the problem is that people seem to forget what you see in heterosexual porn is not, it's not indicative of what happens in normal cisgender heterosexual sex. Gay porn is not indicative of what it means to have sex as a gay person. Lesbian porn is not accurate. So I don't know why people think that because they see in porn that,
like, that'd be like real life. Like, a lot of people really be like fantasizing off of porn scenes, and little do you know, this ain't going like that in real life. But y'all comment down below y'all opinions and y'all statements. What y'all think?
the trans women behave in one kind of way, or X, Y, and Z happens, that it's going to happen in reality, because it's not. The same thing happens in heterosis porn, where there's just large amounts of semen. If you're having sex for that long and coming that many times, you couldn't do it without some sort of intervention. So I think that that's something worth noting, is that if you're wanting to sleep with a trans person, don't base your expectations on porn.
Yeah, all fetishes and shit.
If you're planning on sleeping with any person, do not base your expectations on porn. When it comes to...
because you will be dissatisfied. Now, you know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying, you will be disappointed to a certain extent, because everybody not no FREAKALEAK like you think.
To climaxing, I have noticed that since being on hormones, it is a lot more intense, but it is not always guaranteed. It's kind of like, you never know if it's going to happen. And I think that the biggest impact that that has is that instead of focusing on climaxing, you focus on enjoying yourself. And for me personally, that means choosing who I sleep with very carefully, because I don't want to waste my time. It's like if I'm going to go shopping and I know that the store I'm going to has what I want, I'm going to go. Whereas if I kind of have an idea of something that I might like, and then I don't know which store to get it from, and I don't even know if the store has stock, probably not going to go in such a rush. So sex is exactly the same as shopping. I think that the main takeaway from this is that hormones do wonders. Do not expect that your experiences with trans people are going to reflect what you have seen in porn. I think as well, time to get a little bit serious. Eventually,
I ain't gonna lie, the way she talks, she sound like her sex boring as hell. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm just being honest.
there's going to be a time in your life where you kind of want to settle down with someone. And if you cannot see that someone being a trans person, please don't waste our time. Because we are human beings. We are more than sex. We are more than bodies. We have feelings, we have thoughts, we have histories, we have futures, and we matter. So if it is too intimidating or concerning or off-putting for you to be with a trans person as a committed partner, then it is not something that you should pursue for sexual reasons.
Facts.
I want to remind other trans people that we are worth more than sex, that we are valuable. Someone will love you eventually. I hope that you are all doing fantastically.
Y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. I'm be real. The way she talking, she just, her sex game just sound weak. No disrespect, you know what I'm saying? Because every trans woman is different. Every man is different, you know what I'm saying? You got men out here, quote unquote, that's sexual, but women to tell them that shit trash. Let's just be honest. I'm just going off what I'm hearing. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all like, comment, subscribe. It's early in the morning, but we don't have no excuses. We getting right to it. Yeah, y'all like, comment, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Comment down below what y'all think about this video, this topic. And I would love to hear some more opinions and statements, you know what I'm saying? So y'all comment down below in the comment section. And I'm see y'all in the next video. Y'all know we on the road, we on the ball.